guys and ghouls, as you know, I am an absolute sucker for subscription boxes and any kind of like surprise box that comes through the post to your door every month. So as you guys know, on this channel I've done the Bats and Bubbles box. A few years ago I did a jewellery subscription service. I have a pin subscription box that I get every month. And also probably the one most of you know is the Spooky Box Club box, which I blindly unbox every month. Now I have literally just filmed a video of me unboxing this one. But another box that I wanted to share with you was one that I actually got gifted for my birthday this month. So my birthday was in February and one of my friends sent me this subscription service box. It was a one-off like gift a box situation, but since getting it I have been really excited by the idea and the concept of how this subscription service works, and I just think it's really awesome, so I wanted to share it with you. So this company is called Barry's Cactus Club, and you literally become a part of a club where you can collect succulents and cactuses and just build up a whole different selection and range of houseplants. Now I absolutely love houseplants. I have them literally on every single surface of my house, and my friend who gave me this box obviously knows that, and she too collects lots of plants. So this is obviously a very ideal and on-brand gift to give to me, and I was just really excited and just enthralled by it, and I wanted to share it with you. So the actual sticker itself, when I opened it, looked like this, and it said yay. I had absolutely no idea what this was, and then I opened it to find an array of goodies on the inside. So before I delve too far into this, I wanted to show you this brand's website and what it would have looked like when my friend ordered this for me, and also what it looks like if you were subscribing to it, and an idea on price and things like that. So when you go onto their homepage, it says a monthly subscription for the plant obsessed, and you can choose to either subscribe or to gift a box, as I was getting it as a gift from someone, or if after you've received the gift, or just because it sounds awesome, you'd like to subscribe for yourself. It explains that you will receive one mini cactus or succulent to add to your collection. So each month you receive a plant. You receive a beautiful pot designed by Barry's Cactus Club for your new friend. So that means you're going to have all of these different plants. They're going to be in pots. One of my absolute pet hates is when I find a really cool looking guy at a garden centre or at a shop or something, and I cannot find a pot that is the right size for him to live inside. I either end up buying a pot that's too small, and then I'm just left with a really cute pot but no plant to go in it, or I end up getting a pot that's too big, and my new friend looks really small and he just doesn't look like he fits there very nicely. So I love the idea that you could end up with like a whole collection of these really nice sized little succulents and plants in beautiful pots. It says that you'll receive a collector's card for each plant with fun facts and care instructions, which I will come back to, and you also get surprise extras each month to fuel your love of plants. So taking it from there, we have, if you have a look at gifting a box, it says you can gift it to yourself or to someone else. And it explains that this is a one-time gift, like what I have. I received it the one time, and then I can now choose if I want to go off and carry on subscribing to this service. You get the succulent or cactus, the pot, a collector's card, and some surprise extras, and you also get 30 points, so they must have some kind of point system going on in order to get money off. Now it's £19 for the one box, which I think is really reasonable if you just want to try it out, see what it's like, see if you like the service, if you want to carry on getting it. But also as a gift, I feel like £19 is really sort of in budget for what I would be spending for friends and family, like on their birthday or Christmas or for a certain occasion. I usually get gifts around £20 for people, so this would definitely fit within the kind of budget that I would be looking at. Now you can also get options to gift for 3 months, gift for a year, and obviously the price goes up with those and you earn different amounts of points. And as with every kind of subscription service which I do review and open on this channel, it is something that you're just going to pay for each month and get each month, unless you are buying it in chunks. Now I recently purchased a 6-month candle subscription, which is very similar. I paid a lump sum up front, and it means that a candle is being delivered every month. I'm not having to worry about it. It's just a lovely little surprise and gift to just receive. It's really cute. It's such a nice like self-care thing just to make you feel happy and special. So if I go back to the page before and go on to subscribe, so as you would be following if you decide that you'd want to subscribe to this yourself rather than doing it as a gift. Again, you have the option to do it monthly. Now, if you're doing it monthly as a subscription instead of as a gift, it's £15, which is so reasonable, I think. Sounds really reasonable. Bear in mind, boxes like Spooky Box Club, you're looking closer to £35, so £15 is actually a really affordable subscription service to get that also is just as rewarding and as exciting to open. And this subscription will roll over and continue every month, so you'll be charged £15 a month until you decide that you no longer want this service, and then you can cancel it at any time. Now, if you're paying in chunks, you do get a slight discount. So just having a quick look at this, 3 months worth of these boxes is £42, so you're saving £3 by paying in chunks, but it does mean that you'll be paying 4 times during a year, if that makes sense. Then you can just go down and do the best value option. It says you save £2 on every box, and that's just for the whole year, so you can pay £156 and then just leave it be and let it roll. So let's go into this subscription service so I can show you exactly what it was like when I opened it. So I began by finding this little kind of booklet, which really confused me at first. It says Barry's Cactus Club, and obviously this is the first time I had even heard of this box. It was a complete gift and I had no time to sort of go onto the internet and find out what they were all about. So it said the collector's annual, and inside it says, hello there, Barry's Cactus Club was created by plant lovers for plant lovers. Barry is a real life cactus who can't wait to introduce you to some of his prickly pals. Each month you'll receive a cute new cacti or succulent, and this book will help you keep track of them. Simply slot the info card you receive for each new plant friend. So it kind of is like a passport or like a photo album in a way, because you have these plain pages with like little cutouts. It's really simple, like such a nice idea, and you can tell like it's been done in like a nice sustainable way. And you have effectively slots for every cactus that you could get for a whole year, and then when you get to the end it says, yay, you've been subscribed for 12 months, and you get a new one of these annuals when you get your next box. So this comes with the gift box, which is really nice, because now if I choose to, I could continue on with this subscription and just carry on filling up this book. And it does say share your plant pals with us at Barry's Cactus Club. So this was the first thing I got, and then along with it I got this card. And the way I'm sort of thinking about this is it's a little bit like Top Trumps. You end up with a nice like load of cards that you can collect, and each of them tell you something about the plant that they've sent you. So this card really nicely and easily slots in. You can choose to remove this middle part here if you'd like to, but just for demonstration's sake, you can just see how this would go. Obviously it would look so awesome once you'd had a few of these boxes. This card just slots in like little card bits in the corner, hold it in place, and then you can keep this safe, and then the next month add your next one in. I think it's a really nice way of keeping track of all the ones that you've had, and also looking back. I definitely find with my subscriptions, just taking Spooky Box Club in as an example because it's right here, it's quite hard to remember what you've got when and which box links with what, and in what order and things you got them in, and you sometimes don't always appreciate as a whole service because you can't really remember everything that they have sent or done, whereas this is just a really clear reminder of everything that you have paid for so far. So I'm just going to pull this back out because I wanted to show it to you up close so you can get a real idea of the quality and the information that you'll get on these like little collector's cards, which obviously go with the cactus that you're getting. So before I zoom in, I will just quickly state that the cactus I did get does match up with the information card. You don't get a random card and a random cactus. So the cactus that I got for this month was Lemon Ball, and then they have a picture of the cactus just in case you forget which one it is. And then it has the name of the plant, I assume perhaps in Latin, but I'm gonna butcher that pronunciation if I even try. And then we have some information here. And it says, native to Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil, where he grows in hilly grassland and on walls between the cracks in rocks. At first he is globular. Ooh, that's a fun word, globular. First he's globular, but as he matures he becomes becomes like a column basically, reaching 1 meter tall and 8 to 12 centimeters in diameter. So obviously the one we've gotten is in a very early stage of its life, and it's really cool to think that you could have this long enough for it to grow up to 1 meter long, high, tall. In the spring and summer he will produce bright and silky yellow flowers at his crown once he reaches 20 centimeters tall. So that's also really fun to like look forward to. Now definitely the one I got, it is more spherical I would say at the moment, but you can definitely see that it is going to have a cylindrical shape at some point. And funny enough, I never realized that it was the same plant. I've seen the spherical ones and I didn't realize that it was just basically a baby one of the tall cylindrical ones. Oh, there's a lot of 3D shapes going on here. So that was really awesome to realize that. That was like a little plant fun bit of knowledge that I learned there. So that's all the information that is on this side of the card, and then on this side it has the caring for your plant tips. So it talks about water, sunlight and additional food. So underwater it says from March onwards he will begin to grow. So basically he's got 2 days left of February and then he's gonna grow. It says watering should be increased gradually until late May when he will be in full growth. Keep dry from October to February, which is easy for me to remember from Halloween until my birthday. No watering. Now this is the kind of information that I think is going to be really key and really does set this whole plant experience aside from others, because I never knew that cactuses need a different amount of water depending on the type of year. I mean, it makes complete and utter sense, but I had never realized that. And this makes it so clear, and you can have it in your book ready to go just to remind you, especially if you end up with loads of these. And I would assume that some cactuses would be the same, so I would be inclined to order these like in little groupings so that I remember. So basically from March until May now, I need to slowly increase how much he is being watered. I've given him a tiny drop of water when I got him out of the box, and I haven't watered him now for a week, so I may give him another little drop at the beginning of March and then increase that slowly. It says sunlight. He is used to the warm and cool seasons of South Brazil, so he can tolerate some periods of cooler temperatures. But to see him flourish, keep him in full sun as much as possible. So after reading this, I did move him this cute little area in my kitchen next to the fridge. Well, obviously, like, so it wasn't cold from the fridge, but just next to the fridge. But there's not loads of sunlight. It's nice and bright in there, but there's not loads and loads of sunlight. So I've moved him onto the windowsill, and actually I have moved a few of my other little plant friends over to the windowsill as well in the kitchen. I had a bit of a jungle around, just keeping him warm. And then finally it says additional food, feed sparingly in spring and summer. So very simple indeed. And all of that information, which is obviously, you know, a lot of information, is on this tiny little, like, as I said, like a top trump card. It's all here and ready to use, and having this book to keep it in is really handy, because knowing me, if I had like a whole chunk of these, they would be falling all over the place. So I really, really love that. I also like the fact that it's not like stuck in the cactus, because I always think it looks really ugly when there's like big kind of information planting things in your plant. So it's a really nice way to be able to track what you need to do with each plant without it being too like overbearing. I do like to sort of like label my plants and things like that, and I like to do it in my own way, and this way I can label it and relate it to the card really easily. So let me show you the actual cactus that I got before I show you the other things that were in this box. So here is the little guy. I've called him Barry after the name of this subscription company, and he's really cute. He came really nicely packaged. I was thinking, how on earth are you meant to like send a cactus? When I first opened this, I was like, how can you send a cactus? But basically they had wrapped it in tissue paper and in this like kind of cardboard tube. I wish I kept it to show you. It was really nicely kind of constructed, and it meant that he came with like absolutely no damage or fuss. There was the absolute slightest amount of soil like in the bottom of the box, but when I say like the slightest, like probably more soil would come off of my shoe than what came out of the plant. I'm not going to lift Barry out, although he isn't actually like a spiky dude, but his spikes do kind of get stuck in my fingers a little bit, but they're not like painful. He's actually kind of like a very soft little guy. He's just pretending to be spiky. His like soil is in a kind of general plastic pot. I'm going to leave it in that. I was going to like take him out and plant him in this ceramic pot, but I've just placed him in there because then he won't be sitting in water or anything if anything detrimental happens, and if someone waters him without my permission. So he's sitting in there perfectly. As you can see, he fits in there gorgeously, and he came with this ceramic pot, which, as I mentioned, was designed by Barry's Cactus Club. I really like it. It's really unique to any plant pot that I have, and it has these 3 little doodads on the bottom to stop it from scratching or rubbing on any surface. I have this horrible problem with my plants where if they are on a surface, and especially where they're all like on the windowsill, if any of the soil like accidentally comes out, it causes all these like horrible brown rings on my windowsill, whereas this is going to completely prevent that, which is really nice. And as you can see, he fits in there perfectly. You can see him, like pretty much all of him you can see really nicely, and it's been made for purpose. It's absolutely perfect. And how awesome would it look to have like all of these lined up? I just think it would look so absolutely adorable and cute, and I was just really interested to have a look and see what other kind of plant pots they've come up with, because this is just really, I mean, it's very simplistic, but it's really interesting, and definitely stands out on my windowsill, that's for sure. So not only did I get the information pack and Barry, I did get a few other things as well, and I just want to say a side note here, I am, you know, 99.99999% sure if you did receive your plant and he was damaged in any way, I am so sure that they would send you a replacement. But honestly, the way they packaged it, I don't see hardly any of them getting damaged in the post. And may I quickly add as well, this box came like 3 or 4 days before my birthday, and then Mike took it and hid it because it was a birthday present. So this did stay in the packaging for probably like around a week, all in all, before it was actually taken out, and he was still absolutely fine. So let me show you what else came in this box. So the first thing, which I was absolutely so jazzed about, because you know I am a big avid pin collector, is a pin. I assume you only get this in your first box. It says Barry's Cactus Club official member. So this is the pin you get right at the beginning to make you part of the club. I love this. This is like right up my street. It's such a cool thing. The fact that I had only had the one box like paid for and sent to me, and I was still given the pin, is so awesome. And it's nice to know, like, obviously if you just want to try out the box, you're still going to be part of their crew. It's a really nice pin. It is gold, and it's in the shape of a cactus. I will now insert a clip of me putting my pin on my pin board with all my other pin friends. Okie dokie, so I've got my little gold cactus pin. I've been trying to work out where to put him. Rude. And I have a few gold ones. I have this gold one. There's a beetle right there. A beetle that has like gold. But the rest of them generally have silver or like black backings. That one has a bit of gold. But I saw this one with the skull, and that says trust no one, and it's like around some like planty ones here, like generally because it's like my green section, and there's a gap here as well. I did have a bat badge there, but I took it off and I put up my cardigan, and I don't know where my cardigan's gone. So this will actually fit so perfectly in this gap. And it will hopefully go with the theme when I go out. Yeah, because it's like orangey too. Oh, that looks so cool. Super shiny. It's really like glistening. I love that. And who wouldn't want a cacti pin? I do not know, but it is so cute and such high quality. You can see that they spent a lot of time thinking and producing this kind of collection and idea that they're going to do for their members. So then there was a little pack of seeds in there. So not only are you getting your cactus, you're getting things that you can grow as well. And these are called microgreens broccoli, and I have been dying to plant these. But one, I haven't checked when I can do it, and two, I've just tried not to touch this box since I opened it, because I really wanted to share it with you. So it says crunchy shoots with a mild broccoli flavour. Interesting. Packed with nutrients, these greens are rich in potassium, iron, zinc, magnesium and copper. A quick and easy crop that can be grown indoors all year round. There we go. Answers the question. I can grow it indoors. The pale green shoots of broccoli microgreens offer a satisfying crunch with a mild broccoli flavour that has a slight bitter aftertaste, a delicious addition to salads and sandwiches. So to grow, sow the micro seeds thickly in pots or trays on the surface of good quality free draining soil. And then it says to grow it in a bright sunny windowsill with the average temperature of 21 to 25 degrees. Therefore, I'm probably going to wait until my greenhouse is up and running. I've had the frame up and constructed for nearly a year now, and the glass is just waiting to go in. But that is on our list. So the pots can be sealed inside a clear plastic bag, and you usually see seedlings appearing between 7 to 21 days. So it's quite a quick growing thing, and really excited to try this. And definitely if it's something that is tasty and that I like, I'd be definitely interested in finding out where I can buy more of these seeds. Now this seed packet seems to have been produced just for Barry's Cactus Club, but I love stuff like this, like things that you wouldn't usually find or come across, and something new to try. Now there is another one of these microgreens, and this one says microgreens kale, and it says pale shoots with a mild and sweet flavour, and this too is packed with potassium, iron, zinc, magnesium and copper, and it's a quick one that can be grown inside all year round. So these two can be grown together really easily. It says these tasty microgreens have a sweet and mild kale flavour, delicious in salads and sandwiches, and it seems like the sowing information, the growing information is pretty much exactly the same. So along with your cactus, you get two different sets of seeds to try and grow and play with. I love this. It gives it like an after thing to opening the box. You get your cactus that you can look at and love and care for. You get your pin, which is just so funky, and I just love the fact it comes with a pin. And then you get things that you can go off and do and actually spend time while you're waiting for your next box growing. Especially if this is 7 to 21 days, you could assume that you could plant these and start seeing the results before your actual next box comes, which just makes the whole process really fulfilling, and it spreads out the whole like subscription box process, because until these are grown, until you've tasted them, you haven't sort of finished off with your box yet. And then the last thing that came in here, which I have actually opened because I was just so intrigued, it says pure beeswax Christmas tree decoration. I assume this must have been an item that was left over from December, either that or perhaps this was ordered in December. Either way, it's not Christmassy, so it really doesn't matter. And I assume the free gift would correlate slightly with the month. So we are, you know, when I got this, it was right at the beginning of the year still. So a Christmas decoration wasn't a weird thing to get. So it feels almost, well, it's wax. It feels waxy. Almost like if I had felt this, I probably would have thought it was soap if I didn't know what it was. It has this little tag on it that says Barry's Cactus Club, and on the back it says 100% beeswax, and then the decoration itself is a little beeswax cactus shape, which is so adorable. I love the fact that there's absolutely no plastic involved in this at all. The only thing I am thinking I need to make sure I be careful with is not to hang this near a light that is warm. So when I do put this on my Christmas tree, I won't put it too close to any fairy lights. But saying that, I have lots of things hangling and dangling all over my room and my house, so this, I'm sure, can find a home for the rest of the year very easily. And again, a really cool thing, since you can't like generally find plant related themed things as Christmas decorations. Just so cool. Now that the box is empty, I can show you the amount of soil that fell out. So pretty much nothing. The colour scheme is unreal. Obviously, as you guys know, orange and black are my favourite colours, so this box is just very beautiful to me. And I just think it looks awesome. It's such a cool design, a cool idea, and although it should just be the product that matters, packaging is always a massive, massive thing for me, and this packaging is 10 out of 10. Amazing. So that was my first box that I have received from Barry's Cactus Club, and as mentioned, this was gifted to me by a friend for my birthday, but I love it, and it's definitely a subscription service that I would like to try out again in the future at some point. And I do think if you had a year's subscription and had all of those cactuses lined up, all those information cards put into your little like booklet, I just think it will look awesome. And that's kind of as well as the additional kind of perks and gifts and fun things which come with this box. So it does say here refer to friends and get a free box, so I will have a look into that if I can refer you guys. I will put that information down in the description below, but if not, I will just have a direct link to their club subscription service website. I'll do all your links that you need, and any social media links will all be down below so that you can find them super duper easily. And you guys let me know, is this something that you'd be interested to see more of in the future? Is this a subscription service that you would like to see on this channel? I know it's not predominantly spooky as most of the content is, but I just love it. I know you guys love blind subscription services. I could definitely start up a series of opening these blindly and discovering what new plant friend we're going to get together. So thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. If it's anywhere you are, I hope you enjoyed the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye.